Hey, what's up, everybody? So today's video is gonna be on, be you, just be, right? So, I previously in my last video, we're just talking about how I've been in the silence, and just embracing the silence lately. And this topic I'm about to talk about is one of the things I am, not said afraid, but just like I don't want people, to be like, this nigga weird type shit, because this is what my perception is on life. Now that I've been in the silence more, like less music, less everything. I realize everything we see is nothing. And what I mean by that is nothing, literally. Everything we see is nothing. It has no meaning. The only meaning it has is what meaning we put on it. I'm just sitting outside in nature, just looking around at everything, no phone, nothing, just listening to the birds, listening to the breeze, listen to the trees and all that. I'm like, they just are. They just being them, they just being like, they just being, they just know what to do. And I'm looking at everything, and I was like, all this, what we call trees, what we call birds, what we call the sky, what we call grass, I was told that's what it was. I was told that's what it was. Now I'm starting to have my own meaning of life and all that, starting to perceive life differently. All this is really nothing. It's only what you label it, what meaning you give everything. And that kind of put me in the state of where I don't really desire anything anymore. It just like, it probably put me in that state to where it just like, I really don't desire like too many things anymore. What I thought was gonna bring me happiness or whatever. And that's what I perceived it as. But what I realized, it just, where quote unquote happiness comes from, where that fulfillment coming from, it just being myself, just giving it to myself, internally, because we're just souls, having a physical experience, right? And it's, I can't, so it's really hard for me to explain this, but it just, it's just a crazy thing. It's just crazy. Like, now I can not react to certain things now, just because I know it's only the meaning I give it, what I choose to perceive it as. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody could call me a name, but I could perceive it as, oh, they say I'm great. Even though they might have called me a cuss word, but I could say they called me amazing, they called me great. And guess how I'm gonna feel? I'm gonna feel amazing, I'm gonna feel great. But guess what? If they call me a name and then I have the need to warm up, then guess what? I'm giving them my energy, because it's the meaning I'm giving it. So now I'm giving away my energy to them. So now guess what they doing? They getting empowered, because they like, I got a reaction out of you, haha. Whenever that's not even real in the first place. You get what I'm saying? So it just, so even like with problems, certain situations might come up in life, it's like, now I can just sit there and be like, oh, everything is, it's gonna be good. It's all good. It's all good, because it is. Because it's only what I can perceive it as. I can perceive it as, oh my God, go crazy and shit, cry and shit, this and that. But it's only the meaning I'm giving it. So why not give it the meaning? Why not give it a meaning in my favor? And that's what I starting to realize about life. It's just like, I can perceive everything as good that happens to me. That happens to me in my reality, in my world. Of course, it's a lot of things going on outside. Like, it's a lot of things going on that's chaotic and stuff. But I'm talking about in my world. It's my life. Everyone's life is different. So it's only what I perceive in my life as good or bad. You feel me? And so, like I said, and then what I kind of realize is I just have to be me. Like, there's nothing else for me to do but just be me to quote unquote, reach whatever goals I want to achieve. Just be me, just be myself, just do me. Like literally, just be like whatever you want to do, just be yourself. Whatever they may be. Just be you, do you. You know, let everything flow through you. Just let everything flow through you. Just be. That's what kind of realization. Just waking up every day, just sitting in peacefulness, sitting in my joy, just being peace. Just being bliss. Like, and it's an amazing feeling that now I could remain in a peaceful state majority of the day. And now I could perceive everything as going towards peace. Or fulfillment. And it just, I don't know. It's just like now I'm starting to realize how this life works. And yeah, like I'm like I said, I'm just like a little rant right here. It's a little rant, but I love the silence now. I used to not like it because I used to perceive it as quote unquote bad, quote unquote boring. I thought I always had to do something. I always thought I had to be busy. Sometimes just sit down and just be one. Just be one with everything around you. Because it is you. Every single thing is you. So I perceive it as bad. And then you just look at everything, it's nothing. Like I said, everything is nothing. Like what we see is nothing, literally. Other humans, nothing. I'm nothing. If you look, I'm nothing. And I'm only what you could perceive me as. Or you only what I could perceive you as, right? You see what I'm saying? For example, right? It's like I could perceive a certain group of people as bad, and it could say if there's 10 people in that group, right? 5 of them may be amazing people, right? I'm still going to perceive them as bad, just like the other 5, just because I have already have a perception in my mind made up about them. You get what I'm saying? That's how you only give meaning to things. Because all I had to do was just change my perception of them. And guess what? No matter what they did, I'm still going to think of them that way. And they ain't going to have no choice but to act or just mirror that. Because that's how I'm thinking about them. Or just how I perceive this situation, perceive that situation. It has no choice but to mirror back eventually. Nothing exists unless nothing exists unless you acknowledge it, right? Unless you give it your power. And that's where we talk about false gods, in life. This is what about, talking about worshiping false gods. We give them that power away to all this and that outside of us. We putting this thing above us. We putting this above us. I feel like we have to attain, we going up here, putting above us. That's your God. You worshiping something outside yourself. You put something on the pedestal. You giving your energy away to outside yourself. You're being owned by that. So that you worshiping false gods. Instead of just being, because nothing should own you. Nothing outside of you should own you. Nothing outside of you should be taking your energy away like that. If you just know who you are, and knowing who you are is gonna take sitting in silence. It's just listening and just being with everything, and you be like, dang, I'm whole, like I'm free, I'm free, like I'm high off life. And when you be high off life, you be chilling. Like I've been when I be high, I've been high off life lately, and I'm just happy, like I'm just love, I'm peace, like emotional state, just straight peace. Like I'm not, I'm not mad at anything. I'm just peace, and you just start to do certain things you never would have done before. You start talking to people, start asking questions to people, you start being more honest. You start being curious. You like, okay, if they say this, you start going against the grain about stuff just out of curiosity, because where's there to be afraid of? Ain't shit to be scared of. If nothing exists, it's only what meaning you give it. So where's there to be afraid of? It's only, you gotta be afraid of it unless how you perceive that thing or that person. Yeah. So it's a realization I came to, just like like everything we see means nothing. Like everything outside of us means nothing. It's only the meaning we give it. So, message of the day: just be you, just be, Be one, you know. So stop being so moved by everything. Stop putting things above you, you know. Stop worshiping false gods, you know, because I ain't talking about humans. It could be materialistic things. You putting so much of above you, you know, and you thinking about it so much, it's taking you away from you. Give it to yourself, you know. It's a little rant talk, though. Hope y'all have a great one, though. Peace.